Let's take a look at how to replace the funnel in the first stage feeder here for the AMS. You might need to replace this funnel if you're running some abrasive materials and you've worn a hole in one of the directions, or maybe you've troubleshooted this to the point where you think that it is the funnel that is obstructing the way and there's no other way for you to get it out of there other than just replacing the part. So what you're going to need is a 1.5mm Allen key, a knife of some sort, so an X-Acto or a utility blade, and then some tweezers and some pliers. And so first off, we're going to take the two screws off of the front here. And then we're going to take one off the other side here, holding the housing together to the bottom half. And then there's also a void screw in the bottom there that you can see. And you can just punch the Allen key through that void sticker to take it out. If you're having to replace this funnel due to wear and tear, you're probably past the warranty period anyways. And if you show support that you've been running that kind of material through the AMS, you're also going to void your warranty from my understanding, because they only really recommend using the non-abrasive, non-composite materials in the AMS. So that's the 4 screws that need to come apart, and now we can pull the top off, and just be mindful that this spring might actually go flying, but it is held captive pretty good. So you probably don't have to worry about that, but it's just a thing to be mindful of. And now we have a connector that they've put some gunk on there from the factory, some silicone adhesive, and here's where the knife comes in. It can help to just run the blade right at that intersection of the glue to the female connector, and then all you have to do is pull them apart. And so now you're free of the bottom half, which you can set aside, and we just have the top half to deal with the funnel. Now we can take that 1.5mm Allen key again, and we can push it through this hole, and pushing it through that hole is going to pop that end of the shaft out. And we can grab our pliers and just pull it the rest of the way out. And so now we have the shaft released from the top half of the feeder, and this feeder just basically, the funnel basically just sits on this stud in the housing, and so you just pull it to the side and you pull it out, and now this part is free of the first stage feeder, and you can replace it with the new part that you've bought. It's an $11 Canadian part, so it's like an $8 US part, which is pretty reasonable in the grand scheme of things, and it's nice to be able to just replace this portion instead of the entire assembly if you figure that this is the problem in your system. And so we're going to assume that this is the new part, and we're just going to do everything in reverse. So take the housing again, slide that standoff into the hole there, and just make sure that it is moving freely on this side. I have put it in before where it's on this side of this little tab in here and it's not moving correctly, so just make sure that it's over here. And then we can take the shaft on the knurled end. So on the right is a knurled end and then a smooth end, so just take it by the knurled end and insert it that way all the way till it's flush. You might need to grab some pliers or a screwdriver or something and just push it just a little bit further until we get pretty much flush, and just check again that this is moving freely. Alright, Future Alex here, and I forgot to connect this connector back into the board when I assembled the two halves together, so it's easier to connect this when you have this split in half, and you can just connect the connector and then bring them together and put those 4 screws back in. But you can also do it here if you forgot. Just use your tweezers and guide it in and just press it there, and it's really that simple. And so back to the other guy. That looks good. And now we need to coordinate the spring landing on that pin, but also these gears being in the right orientation. So this gear set on this side needs to land between these two tabs. Hopefully it's picking it up in the camera there. And then this gear just needs to be below this tab. So in this orientation, this gear can be pushed all the way down and the middle bit is facing up. Whereas this one you want to have kind of not pointing all the way vertical, but just off to the side a little bit. And then when you slide this all together, you want to make sure that it stays between those two tabs. And also, you take the tweezers and you pull the spring out of the way to land on that pin. So it's a little bit of coordinating that all together. You can see that gear is not going to land where I want it to, so push it forward a little bit. There we go. And then I can come in here. There we go. And so we've landed on the pin, and this gear arm is sitting between these two tabs, and this gear is just sitting below that one and can't go past it. And so we know everything's in the right spot. We can just go ahead and put those last screws back in here. And once these are in here, we can just put this back in our AMS system and make sure that it's all functioning correctly. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.